Hello everybody, so this is a bit of a different video. The Albanian flag. I don't like it. Now, I hope I'm not offending anybody from Albania or the government of Albania or anything like that. So what I've done is actually redesigned the Albanian flag. Now, I haven't done anything flag related on this channel, and well, to be honest, for the past maybe about 10 years I've been collecting flags, and I'm a huge nerd, but yeah, I've collected flags and I've probably got about 200 flags. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. I've got a little clip here of me showing all the boxes of all the flags I've got, and basically I like celebrating any National Day or Independence Day or any kind of strange celebration of sorts that you get, and I've accumulated many flags over the years. I even got my own flag, which I'm unraveling here, and so initially my parents had a flagpole outside, and I would get a flag if there's a particular day in I would schedule to fly that flag and celebrate the nation of whatever they're celebrating, basically. So there's me unraveling the flag of Tonga, because recently they had a celebration of one of their kings in history. So I believe a lot of people from Tonga don't even know that this day exists, but hey ho, I like celebrating it anyway. And I've got flags from all over the place. So that's a flag of Hampshire, so it was a redesign. It's quite a new flag, to be honest, and that's the new flag. So yeah, it is a bit of a strange thing to have as a hobby. It's a bit of a cheap hobby, to be honest. These flags only cost what, like $5 at most. There you go. That's the flag of the Falklands, and yeah, I have a lot of flags from history and many Prussian flags as well, because a few years back I went through a thing of, researching Prussia and all that kind of stuff. For those who don't know, Prussia was a Germanic state way back, So yeah, that's the Dukedom of Prussia, or Duchy of Prussia, when it was under, I believe, Polish occupation, or when the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, something like that, quite some time back. And there you go, there's me getting out the flag of Albania. Now, there is a few problems with this flag, and I should talk about that in a moment. But yeah, I easily got that flag out because to be honest, I think that was a couple of days last month. Yeah, it sucks. So there was a couple of days last month where I could fly the Albanian flag outside my house, and to be honest, it's got to the point now where I've got a lot of people in the street who expect me to fly not a particular flag, but kind of try and guess what flag that I'm flying, because obviously there's hundreds of flags and not everybody knows what every flag is in the world. Now, moving on to the Albanian flag itself. So with the actual design of a flag, it has changed a lot over the years, especially during the 20th century. There's been it's changed over hands from Ottoman rule. I think the Italians had influence, hands from Ottoman rule at one point, and what you had World War One and Two, and the industry. There's been kind of stuff. So there was a lot that went on in the history of Albania, and I think that the coat of arms and the double-headed eagles kind of sort of degraded itself over time. I do like the classical look of eagle heraldry, and I think during the 20th century, when you had different ways of presenting graphics and stuff like that, the eagle itself had changed. So what I don't like about it is its plain design, and it's like rounded off, and I don't quite like that. I like the more traditional look of these double-headed eagles. The head itself, the eyes is just basically a circle, and the shape of the head is just, it seems too basic and too amateur. I know that sounds very bad, but also, if you look at the wings, what I do like about these wings is the overall silhouette, the kind of squared off and pointed at the bottom with the tail feathers. I do like that, but I just do not like the shape of those feathers. Just don't look nice at all, in comparison to a lot of other flags that have been in history. And things like that. The feet and the claws, or talons of the eagle, the graphic itself, it looks just too basic, as if you just got out a few shapes and plonked them together instead of a properly tailored design, and it just seems a bit too basic for me. So anyway, what I have done, I have kept the squared off shape. I do like that, and obviously I'm keeping the red field because that's been part of the Albanian design for hundreds of years. It's been going on for a really long time, so you need to keep that as part of the Albanian identity. So the red field and the black double-headed eagle is a must. So what I have changed, I've used the same eagle feathers or the wings from the Principality of Albania from about 1915. I was able to access the SVG file from Wikipedia and use Adobe Illustrator to get the wings from it. So I've also changed the double-headed eagle's head. I've added in a little tuft at the top. They usually do that, and it just kind of helps with the silhouette of the design. I've given eyes to the eagle because it just gives a bit of something, like a visual aid of something to look at. It's something that the human eye draws to, is just other eyes, and the original Albanian flag from today doesn't have that. I've also given colour to the beak, the tongue, and also the talons. The talons are actually I took from the Holy Roman Empire flag. Now, I know that there's a lot of ties with the actual heraldry of Albania and its links to other parts of the world, but I did change the talons a little bit in terms of its colour and its outline and things like that, so it's not a straight up copy. The tail feathers, so that is pretty much the same from the original Albanian flag design. I've just tailored it off a little bit so that the feathers of the tail are matching the wings. And I've also increased the size of the eagle on the plane of the field, and I've changed the ratio of the flag because I think a 3x5 might communicate fine. Obviously the original ratio is okay, but when you start printing these flags in mass, say if this was an official design, I don't think it will be, obviously it won't, but a lot of flags today are printed in a 3x5 ratio, or 5x3, can't really remember which way it goes. So yeah, there you go, a little bit of a nerd out for me. I just don't like the Albanian flag, and I thought I'd give it a go. But yeah, let me know what you think, and if there's any other flags you don't particularly like, and I could give a stab at redesigning. So yeah, I hope you have a good one, and I shall see you guys on the next one. Cheers folks.